Good morning, sir. UGC, HRDC, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, and Pandit Mohan Malviya Teacher Training Association organized online refresh course from 1st December to 15th December, that is on the Indian languages. Uh, Myself, Dr. Mukund Narsingh Dule, roll number 22. Today here I am going to present the micro teaching on the topic the language. Language meaning, importance and theories. Language is very important in the human being. So you know the importance of the language and what is mean the language. So there is the simple definition of language. Language is a complex and dynamic system used by the human to communicate ideas, emotions, and the information. It consists of symbols, primarily spoken or written words, that follows the specific rules and patterns known as a grammar. Here are the some key point about the language. This is the about the simple definition. Just we can make the another definition, that is the language is a means of communication. With the help of language, the human being can transfer his emotions, ideas, or anything, whatever the thoughts, it transfer from one person to another by the use of spoken symbols, and from one person to another one generation to another generation using the written format. But now the present is using the technology, the that is the recording, or the with the help of that audio and video recording, from the language transfer from one generation to another generation. That is the simple definition of the language. There is the, you may say, that is the structural definition. What is the language? Language is a structured system of communication that consists of symbols such as sound, words, or gestures governed by the grammatical rule. It allows the individual to express the thought, emotions, and ideas, enabling them to communicate with others. Language can be spoken, written, or signed and includes the various components like the phonetic, grammar, and meaning. It is the fundamental aspect of the human culture, cognitive ability used to convey the information, establish the relationship, and express the identity. It means here the express the identity, that is the identity of the human being. Language is the, you may say, that is the identity of the human being, because human is human because of the language. So that is the famous linguistic of the America, that is Noam Chomsky, who said that in praise of the language, that is the thanks language, not God, thanks language, man become man. So this is the, you only because of the language the identity of the human being is established. Suppose if there is no language, what would be happens? Just if there is no language, it means human being also remain like the other dumb animals, just like the, because from the another, that is the from except from the human being, let's say in another animals such as dog or any kind of animals, they have the language, but this is similar, that is the limited language. There is no development in their language, so that is why they remain the same positions as they had from the ancient to the modern, and there will be the next in also in future there will be no change. But the human being, because of language, he become the intelligent, he can share his ideas, emotions from one generation to another, and every can understand that the ideas, innovations, whatever it may be, through the language only, and everybody is becoming the intelligent. So that is why language is very important. Any nations, that is the progressive or developed or underdeveloped, it depend upon the development of that language. You can today's England, America are developed countries because of their language. Their society is developed, their culture is developed, But even in India also there are many languages, and our languages were many languages, but there are very rich languages, because our Sanskrit is our main language, and it was so rich and very ancient language. You may say that Sanskrit is the mother of all India associate, Indo-Asiatic, all languages of mother, that is the Sanskrit languages. So that is why whenever the Sanskrit was in India, at that time India was so developed a country. So this is about the importance of the language. This language developed, it means the country, society developed, country developed. So there are some theories of language. Just I want to explain here only two theories of languages. There are three theories. One is the theory of language, the imitation theory of language. Second is the structuralism, de Saussure, given by the Fernand de Saussure. And third is the science, structure and flavor, that is a deconstruction by Derrida. But here the time limit, just I want to explain the two theories. That is the imitation theory of language. That is the according that theory, this is the language is actually acquisition, and it we learn, not learn, it is acquired from the imitation of the elders or seniors. So because the child learns that language using the his listening power. So that language, according to that language, there is a natural correspondence between word and object. And so that is why whenever you utter any word, at that time the word of that object definitely appear in our mind. Just when you utter the word the moon, what is the moon? Whenever I utter the moon, at the object of that moon appears in our mind. So we understand that is the word moon or tree. When you utter the tree word, that the image of that tree appear in our mind. That is the theory of imitation of language. So according to that is a natural correspondence between word and object. So that is the theory of language of imitation. And another theory, that is very important theory, that is structuralism. It has actually developed by the Fernand de Saussure, who developed, he read the paper in 1969. He read the paper, and he changes the total the language theories. What is the means, how the meaning creates through the language. According to him, there is no natural correspondence between word and object. There is the binary opposition, because according to the structuralism, binary opposition, that is very important, fundamental to human understanding. Binary opposition, it means the suppose when you utter any word, at that time appears the word object, but according to the structuralism, this is not the natural correspondence, but the meaning comes out the binary opposition. What is the binary opposition? Binary opposition is the when you put the word, that is the binary opposition, that means opposition. When you where it is the mobile. Why it is the mobile? Because it is not the another, that is the not, it is not the pen, it is not the pot, it is not the bottle. So that is, it is the mobile. That is the binary opposition. When you take another example, that is why it is the golden, why it is the white? Because it is not the black. So that is the binary opposition. So this is the that is the very fundamental change in the language. Here another tells that is the meaning is the contextual. Whenever the context change, the meaning also going to change. He has the given example of the red rose. Everybody knows the red rose, but whenever we utter the word the red rose, at that time the object of that rose appears in your mind. That is the theory of imitation of language. But according to the contextual meaning by the Saussure, whenever the when context changes, the meaning of that red rose changes. Whenever the when the money that red rose offers the mother to his son at that time, that is the, you may say, affection, mamta, you may say. It implies the meaning mamta, when the mother who offers her child, her son, that is the red rose. It meaning implies that is affection. The same red rose, when the young boy offers to the young girl at that time, that implies the different meaning, that is the love. And the same red rose, whenever you are forced to the that is the condolence, your dead body, it implies the meaning, that is homage. So the meaning is context change, the meaning also change. That is the theory of Fernandez Saussure's, that is the according to the structuralism. So that is the, in this way, meaning changes according to the context. So this is about the language theories of what is the language, meaning of the language, and how the importance of the language, and the theory of language, theory of imitation, and the structuralism of the that is the Fernandez Saussure. And science structure and flip, that is Jacques Derrida is given, that is very different, but time limit I cannot explain it. So in this way, we are the human being because of the only language. Thank you.